The B-side in boxing.
B-side shit.
B-side.
B-side.
And the B-side.
You got a B-side.
The B-side. B-side.
B-side.
B-side.
That B-side thing.
This is the B-Sides Boxing Podcast.
Woo. We are here, baby. Boxing B-Sides. We are back up in your ears to talk the fights. I'm joined by the homies, Josh, Shanada.
Hey.
How goes it?
Hey, good.
Good. We're supposed to get a typhoon tomorrow, so I've already taken the day off work because fuck work.
Are you stocked up on booze?
Not yet. I stocked up yesterday and then drank most of it.
Well, we're gonna have to run through this kind of quickly, so let's get right to it. First things first, MMA shit. Saturday, June 6th, UFC Vegas 118. The headline is Belal Muhammad versus Gabriel Bonfim. If you want to hear us talk about that, by the time you're hearing this, the episode of Ultimate Effing Casuals should be out. So have fun with that. I'm gonna skip my usual intro stuff and go straight to Shakur Stevenson signing with Zuffa.
Is that official now?
It's all but confirmed at this point.
I mean, I don't really care about Shakur, so go get your money, I guess.
Oh man, this is like the rubber band of way overpaying for guys who do not make their market value.
I think the word on the street is he's going to be getting approximately $15 million a fight.
People are not going to pay $15 million to see Shakur.
Right, because they're not doing pay-per-views on Zuffa or on Paramount Plus. So how they expect to make that $15 million back is a very good question.
Exactly.
And who's he going to fight? Are they going to have to pay out the ass to get people from other promotions?
Built-in rivals are Richardson Hitchens and Conor Benn.
Does anybody want those fights, though?
They don't seem very competitive either.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, they don't sound fun or interesting.
Is there any fight that's really interesting for Shakur?
I mean, he's a weight class below all those guys now, isn't he?
So
like Haney and Garcia and... Yeah.
It makes sense considering nobody's going to pay him what he wants at this point other than Zuffa, but it's also disappointing because it means he's not going to have an interesting fight until basically the end of his career.
Yeah, but that was probably going to happen anyways, I feel.
Maybe.
Because where does Shakur fight now? He's 135?
140.
135. Or 140, okay.
Once he beat Teofimo, he stayed at 140.
This is how much I pay attention to his career. Let me scroll to 140. I mean, there's just nobody here. Is he gonna fight Dalton Smith and Gar? Like...
Maybe Gar isn't that bad.
Gar doesn't want it, though. Remember his, very clear avoidance of mentioning a fight with Shakur in his last post-fight interview.
I don't think it matters who he's signed with. He's not gonna get any fights that anybody cares about. Unless he moves up. Imagine if Rolly manages to beat Shakur.
See,
would be epic.
That's Rolly beating anyone. Rolly is the gift that keeps on giving with this. Because if he does, it'll be really funny.
One fight that might be coming up, it seems like it's coming up, Bivol versus Better BF3. This one is being funded by the Russian oligarchs. They want that fight in Russia.
So we're back to early DAZN then. With
Yes.
that.
We've come full circle with the
We've come
financiers.
full circle. Oh my god. If it's streamed on DAZN, then like perfect. This is literally like we're back. We're back to the old status quo.
I
You
don't
guys
care
put-
about this trilogy. I think Bivol won both fights.
I agree.
He's just gonna win more clearly than the second one.
That's true. I think. That being said, I don't mind it in the sense that like both guys are finally getting paid at the end of their careers.
Yeah,
'Cause
it's
they
not
are-
terrible. I'm just not
No.
excited.
No, I'm not enthused. It's just I'm happy that they're getting paid at the end of their careers. Considering the level of talent proportional to, especially on Better BF's end, like he kind of spent his whole career not getting paid despite being the champion with 100% KO rate.
Yeah, and it's probably like a big personal thing for both of them to get to fight in Russia.
Yeah. Also, it makes Bivol even older for when he fights Benavidez. So there's that agenda that
Benavidez
There's-
supremacy agenda.
The Benavidez agenda. I don't mind Bivol getting a bit older and putting a couple more miles on the clock.
Looks
before,
good against Better BF in the trilogy. That way, when Benavidez fucking nukes him, there's no one can detract.
Exactly. Like the agenda is so good here with this, and it lets Benavidez. It lets us watch Benavidez brutalize another guy in the meantime.
Matchroom and Queensberry are talking about another 5v5. Here are some details that I have. Might possibly be a 7v7, and some of the fights that they were brainstorming with were Callum Smith, Boazzi 2, lightweights Giorgio Vizioli and Louis O'Doherty, middleweights Denzel Bentley and George Ledard, and heavyweights Johnny Fisher and Dillian White.
Johnny Fisher is back, hey? I haven't seen him for a while.
I just saw his dad had a world record for ordering in different languages or whatever today.
Yeah, like 30 different languages of takeout.
Yeah,
That's
Bosh.
pretty impressive.
No, I saw one where he was in France and he just able to order whatever obscene Isaac meal,
He knows what he
He's
wants,
ordering.
so
but in like perfect French. Like it was great. So respect.
Bosh.
Fisher White is a hilarious fight though.
Yeah, like these other
is
ones are like competitive. Should be a good time.
Yeah.
I mean, Fisher White could be close-ish.
It's funny though. That's what I'm.
Yeah. But I mean, it's not like a terrible matchup. It's not super one-sided. At least
No,
I don't
no,
think
it
it is. I don't know. I like the 5v5. I thought that was fun. I'm happy to see him bring it back.
Yeah.
Eddie Hearn getting spanked again.
Those were actually his exact words. We got spanked the first time, so we have to try to run it back.
Fair enough.
Yeah, if it gets more inter promotional fights going, I'm fucking here for it. Why not get Top Rank in the mix and make it a 3v3v3 or something? I don't know.
That'd be interesting. Or like
Just
I'm
some
not against it.
mix of.
yeah, I'm not against it.
Yeah.
I'm not against it.
I
Although
kind of like
that's-
the storyline. I think it's fun.
That's what Boots Zayas kind of looks like, though. It is a top rank matchroom type of.
I expect the rest of
thing.
the card will be that way. It'll be
Yeah,
their fighters against
so
each
it'll
other.
be So we're kind of seeing that already, but yeah.
Not official with scorekeeping.
Oscar Collazo versus Joey Canoy. Shanada, I think we talked about this one on Before Dark.
Yeah.
But we do have a little bit more news. There will be some undercard features. This is just from the press release. Ricardo Sandoval is a maybe. Joshua Edwards, Ruslan Abdullayev, Caden Griffiths, and Grant Flores. So busting out the B squad.
Yeah.
Like I said, I do not care about Joey Canoy. Sorry.
Yeah,
No, that's fair. I'm not moved by Joey Canoy.
it's not the fight we want. Neither of the fights that we want.
Yeah.
But pound for pound star Oscar Collazo.
Pound for
If you
pound.
look at pound for pound star phenom.
Against nobody, though. That's the problem.
That's the yeah.
Little bit of pound for pound discussion on the Patreon minutes before we started.
Oh yeah.
Interesting drama. Shanada, we talked about this one as well. Norer Mikhailian is looking to fight Jai Opataya. However, WBC has ordered a mandatory defense against David Benavidez. The WBC has said if Norer Mikhailian if the fight with Opataya becomes official, he will be stripped. And it looks like Mikhailian Opataya is in advanced stages of negotiation.
This is this is like classic WBC bullshit, but also I get why. Like you kind of have to make a concerted effort to shut Zuffa out.
That looks like exactly what's happening.
Like the tactic itself on paper is like usual WBC. You're gonna fight who we want you to, and it has been used maliciously, like when Sergio Martinez got stripped for wanting to fight, if I recall, Sebastian Sabik, and then they let Chavez Jr. fight the same guy for the vacant title. So that's the same thing here, but here it makes a lot more sense because you want to keep Zuffa out of it without opening yourself up to like a lawsuit for stripping him for no reason. Here at least it's like, oh, they're pretending, like they're enforcing a mandatory, and it looks legitimate enough.
I still think Mikhailian's gonna drop the belt to fight Jai.
Yeah. Well, Zuffa's gonna offer him an enormous payday, and the marketing is totally gonna be he took the better opponent, and Benavidez is ducking Opataya, even though
word on the street is Benavidez allegedly turned down a fight with Opataya.
Why would you go to Zuffa and make that fight? Like,
yeah. Well, and then Zuffa's also going to spin it that Mikhailian is putting the Zuffa belt above the WBC.
Yeah, but there's a whole... Even though, like, realistically, Opataya is the one that he wasn't good enough to move up to heavyweight, nor could he find anything at cruiserweight, and then went to Zuffa, which is the plain reality of it.
Mikhailian seeking real glory.
Yeah.
Like,
dollar bills is the glory he's seeking.
The thing is that for Mikhailian, it's a guaranteed loss either way. You got no shot at actually winning against either guy, so you're gonna go for the biggest dollar amount.
He's got a better shot against Opataya.
That too, because I'm like, if he had a shot at winning either, you probably target the unification against the bigger star. Because
but
Benavidez
that's
is
just gonna be an ass kicking.
Yeah,
Like...
But with Opataya, he's vulnerable.
He's looked vulnerable before.
He's looked very vulnerable, and in ways that like anyone can exploit. And you're gonna take that enormous bag you're presented with because, okay, you lose. You're basically in the same spot you were before, which is some guy at cruiserweight who will get in line for a belt again. because there's not.
There's not
can't
that
even-
many cruiserweights.
I can't even say it's top heavy. There's not even a semblance of depth. There's like 6 guys that keep rotating through it. You might see him against Badu Jack for the WBC in another year when he loses that fight. Like,
So you guys mentioned that Mikhailian is taking the higher paying option, but he's with Don King. He's not gonna get paid, right?
oh, I know. But the number that Don King's gonna present him is he's gonna be presented
It's
with.
still
is gonna be
better
big.
than what he could have
He's
been.
just never gonna. He was never gonna get either. In that case,
Yeah.
to be fair, I also question. You also have to question anyone who signs with Don King in this day and age. You can feel bad for them, but you can't not blame them at this point.
Yeah.
It's ironic that he's fighting Opataya, who also appears to have not read anything he was given.
Or Twitter.
He just didn't read. The IBF sent him a notice, and then he just didn't read it. It's like a written notice, he just did not read it. So you know what? 2 guys who have proven inability to read. Yeah.
Here's a notice that says if you continue with the track you're going down, we're gonna take the belt away from you. This doesn't
If you
apply
fight-
to me. Ah.
If you sign with the organization, fuck the belts, and fight Brandon Glanton, we're going to strip you because you're not fighting a ranked opponent. Signs with organization, fuck the belts, and fights Brandon Glanton. Gets stripped.
Makes
Shocked
perfect sense.
Pikachu face.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Look how they massacred my boy.
guys, it's just... So, you know what? To be fair, Benavidez has way more options.
Yeah,
There
the cruiserweight division is his oyster at this point.
Yeah, it runs through him, and honestly, even if he takes let me look at the cruiserweight rankings, because there's guys that they'll take a pack of
Cieslak.
Jolly Ranchers to fight.
Cieslak, I think, is the...
Yeah, Papin, I think Vidal Riley's the IBF mandatory.
He is set to face the winner of David Naika and Floyd Masson.
Yeah, so if you just you take one of the guys who are at the upper end of cruiserweight, you can get paid up on, because especially in the UK, if Riley wins that, the UK will totally toss a bag for a Mexican guy to come over, for their guy to give it a go. It'll happen, or
shit.
Oh, shit, indeed.
Oh, you bastard. Anyways, I was gonna say, he can just come back down to light heavyweight and take out a ranked guy there too. Because realistically, the timeline isn't, cruiserweight. The timeline is, when does Bivol get out of what he's doing?
Yeah, the oligarchs are not going to pay for Bivol versus Benavidez. They want the intra-Russian shit.
Yeah, so he's just got to wait that out, and then he'll get a shot at Bivol. And honestly, if he can't get a good fight at cruiserweight, he should move back down and fight Callum Smith. So that way there's zero way for Bivol to get out of it. There's zero room for it afterwards.
Yeah, take that mandatory slot away from
Take that
Callum
mandatory
Smith.
spot. You have the profile.
And the WBO is big about their champions moving divisions and getting title shots.
Yeah, so he can just keep going back and forth.
Yeah.
Honestly, a good gimmick for Benavidez if he's out of options, is just go undisputed at both weight classes. It's a fun
At
gimmick.
the same
because
time, fuck it.
realistically, all he has to do to make light heavyweight is go on a diet, or lack thereof, for cruiserweight.
I still laugh whenever I think about the the Phoenix Suns jersey that had 300 on it, and they gave it to Benavidez. They presented it to him at a game, and Benji was like, he was like, "Oh, look, they have his walking around weight on
They
it."
have his weight on it. Jesus, with Bomac, they need they need four digits on that for Bomac though. I was thinking making a joke about the family-sized Cheetos Puffs when I was like, lack thereof for Benavidez' diet.
Yeah.
Oh, that's rough. But yeah, no, the world is Benavidez' oyster, and frankly, I think Opatai is gonna get out he's just gonna be left on the outside looking in.
He's gonna get the chair in the corner.
Yeah. You know, maybe he moves up to heavyweight and fights Lawrence Okoli in like 3 years on Zuffa.
He's got F.A. Ajagba on his radar if he's going to stay in Zuffa.
Yeah, like that's like think of where Okoli's headed after the drug test failure for his first real fight. He's headed for Zuffa.
Totally wasn't cheating with HGH.
No, it was my torn bicep that had already healed by the time I started using HGH. Like,
makes more sense than eggs.
I think it was in the beard. It's the glue they used to keep the beard on for Conor Benn. You know, it comes on and off. Like,
yeah. All right, I got all of the results from the most recent IBF convention. They have ruled on all their mandatories and final eliminators. So we're going to start at the Shinada weights and work our way up.
Nice.
At the Shinada weights is...
At straw weight, the champion is Pedro Tataran. His mandatory is Dianxing Zhu. And that is due... They have to have a deal in place by July 26th.
What the hell is Adam Pedro doing with a belt? The fuck?
Let's see. Junior flyweight is Tanongsak Simsri. And there is a fight between Reggie Suganob and Sivanati Nonchinga as a final eliminator. Flyweight champion Masamichi Yabuki. He's facing Rene Calixto on the 6th. And the day one mandatory of the winner is Miel Fajardo.
That's going to be a banger fight. I don't care what anyone says.
Ooh, Superfly, we've got Willie Baldo as the champ. He's facing Andrew Maloney on the 6th, and his day one mandatory of the winner is Siko Ngotole.
Andrew Maloney's the good one. Never mind.
Yeah, he's the better one of the
better one. Not good. Not quite good. Sorry.
And bantamweight champ Jose Salas, the final eliminator has been determined. I didn't catch who it was. 122 champ is Inoue, of course. Ryosuke Nishida versus Sam Goodman are requesting an interim title fight as they wait to see what Inoue wants to do.
Give me Nishida in that.
Yeah. I'm taking Nishida for sure.
Give me Nishida.
He's got that dog. Featherweight champ Angelo Leo, final eliminator to be determined because the one dude Rai Salim came in about 2 pounds overweight.
Didn't even try.
Yeah, he didn't try to cut. He didn't go back for a second attempt.
No, didn't even try.
130 Nav is the champ. Jackson England versus Sultan Zuarbek for the final eliminator.
I don't know either of those guys.
I don't either. Never heard of them. Lightweight. Oh, go on.
Jackson England is 19-3 from Australia.
Of course.
And Sultan Zarbek is a Kazakh 20-0 guy. Both have fought in their home country and in the UK. Nothing notable.
IBF gonna IBF, I guess.
Hey, they gotta play the game to get the belt. That's the...
You do the dance, you get the shot.
Yep.
At lightweight, we've got Murataya as the champion. He has a defense against Robson Conceição on the 1st of August. In July, there will be a final eliminator between Andy Cruz and Albert Bell. We looked at this one, Shanada. Albert Bell is he's like a domestic level dude. Nothing really stands out from his record. At 140, the title is vacant. Lindolfo Delgado versus Arthur Biarslanov are going to be fighting for the vacant.
I'm not mad about that.
Oh, but will you be mad about welterweight champ Lewis Crocker? He's facing Liam Paro on June 24th. Paddy Donovan is the day one mandatory for the winner.
Oh my
Nice.
god, I am mad about this. I need Liam Parr to get rid of these fools. I'm done. These two have been holding up with the IBF, literally just trading, like having IBF title shots and eliminators for like the past 2 years. It's getting annoying. It's actually getting annoying.
Junior middleweight, that's 154. Josh Kelly is the champ. He has a defense against Ajiar Cowan. I think his name, it's spelled like Cowmean, but it's fucking Kevin Ajiarko. In July, Bakram Murtazaliev and Brandon Adams are having a final eliminator for the day one mandatory of the winner.
Hilarious turn of events with this belt at 154. Because you are telling me that Brandon Adams has a very good chance at a title shot before Virgil Ortiz. Like, that's like dead ass. You're telling me all of these people got title fights for Virgil Ortiz. It's great.
The middleweight title is vacant. Aaron McKenna versus Edinosa Oliha for the vacant title. Amari Jones is the day one mandatory for the winner.
Kind of over 160, I can't lie. This is kind of dreadful even for 160.
Is it worse than 147?
See, at least 147 has a guy who'll clean it up. Like, Liam Paro isn't half bad. This is like, ooh. This is 160.
Still pretty dreadful. At super middleweight, Oslis is the fucking champ. Ain't nobody want to see him. Diego Pacheco versus Troy Williamson for the final eliminator for the Mando. That's going to be a loss for whoever.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you don't want to win that. Nobody wants to win that fight.
The light
here,
heavyweight champ is Bivol, and he just faced his mandatory Michael Eifert.
Yep, he certainly faced them. There was Eifert certainly was present in the building on that day.
He was facing towards Dimitri Bivol.
Yeah,
He was looking at him for sure.
In a boxing ring. There was 3 minutes passed by, and then he went back to the corner for a minute.
12 times, though.
12? Exactly. There was a boxing match scheduled.
Cruiserweight is vacant. We talked about this just a second ago. Vidal Riley, he is to face the winner of David Naika versus Floyd Masson, and that's going to be the winner of that versus Vidal Riley. That's your championship fight. And Usyk at heavyweight, Frank Sanchez is his mandatory.
Usyk's dropping that belt. No way he bothers with Sanchez.
Frank Sanchez is an easy peasy one, though.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to
Worth
see
no
it.
money.
Frank Sanchez. God damn it. You know what? Oh, we're going to get to it. We're going to get to it.
All right.
I have some fun stuff to say about Frank Sanchez because this is a really funny turn of events. Honestly, I think this is going to be a Tama Sanchez for the vacant. Like fully real. It's going to be a Tama Sanchez.
Well then, let's get to that stuff really quickly. If you want to join us in the chat, lvx.be/discord. We're always gathering up for fight nights. The major stuff on Saturdays, Fridays, the random shit that happens on Thursdays and Wednesdays and whatever else. We're always getting together to talk the fights. You heard me mention Patreon time. If you want to hear what we talk about before the podcast starts, lvx.be/Patreon. If you want to get yourself some threads, I have to say I own a few of our own shirts, and they're pretty high quality. They're very comfortable, very durable too. So lvx.be/shop. And last bit, I want to hear your spiciest takes. 833-589-7637. Hit me up in WhatsApp. What do you think about Bivol and Better BF doing it a third time? Or how about Shakur going to Zuffa? What do you think about that? 833 Lux Pods. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. After spending 6 years in the military and throughout my life since, I've tried my fair share of energy drinks. All the different brands, all the different flavors, and it took some time to find a favorite. But if you're looking for an alternative to the energy drink jitters and skipping the morning trip to the coffee shop, then you need to try Dubby. Dubby is a powdered energy drink that replaces other caffeine beverages. It contains 0 maltodextrin, 0 fillers, 0 artificial colors or dyes, and no proprietary blends. The star of the show is the coffee fruit extract, which helps with focus without the jitters or crash. Go to lvx.be/dubby and check out all the different flavors. I got Tiger's Blood. It's like a strawberry coconut kind of mix, but I'm definitely going to be sampling the catalog to find the flavor that I like best. We've partnered with Dubby to get that locked-in feeling that helps us focus on what we do best. Whether you're getting dialed in for work or getting dialed in for Saturday night fights, let Dubby be your fuel. Go to lvx.be/dubby to shop the flavors, get yourself a nice discount, and help us out in the process. That's lvx.be/dubby. You ever feel like you're staring at your screen through a thick layer of fog? You've got the coffee, you've got the to-do list, but your brain just isn't clicking into gear. Most of us just reach for another hit of caffeine, but that usually just leads to a crash, not a breakthrough. It's time to upgrade your cognitive fuel with psilocybin. This isn't just another supplement. It's a powerhouse of magical mushrooms that's been used for centuries to support mental clarity. It's the key weapon for anyone who needs to stay sharp and focused for the long haul. Psilocybin works by supporting your brain's natural ability to grow and repair neurons. We're talking improved memory, sharper concentration, and a steady flow of mental energy that doesn't leave you jittering, just alert. Whether you're grinding through a complex project, studying for a big exam, or you're just trying to stay locked in on what you're doing, this is the clarity you've been looking for. Stop struggling with the fog and start tapping into your full potential. Go to lvx.be/soul, get 30% off your order, help us out a little bit in the process. That's lvx.be/soul. All right, into the recaps. First things first, Golden Boy on DAZN at the SAP Center in San Jose. There were some interesting outcomes, but nothing really stood out. Nothing was particularly special. Darius Fulgham, KO3 over Yoanki Urrutia. Robin Safar, split decision. Jordan Panthin, the Patriot, gets a stoppage in 3 over John Rivera Pacheco. And Scrappy Ramirez, UD, over Lucas Fernandez. And Amari Jones, IBF mandatory, KO3 over Vincenzo Gualtieri.
Honestly, the card wasn't bad.
It was good.
I was pretty pleased.
It was like I said, nothing really was memory creating.
The matchmaking was a little weak, but
Yeah.
it was fun.
That's what you would expect with the Golden Boy.
No,
Or
but
like that.
the matchmaking could be weak, and they could be a bunch of iffy decisions instead of a pretty brisk card. It's more boxing. We like boxing.
They're not carried by pro box matchmaking here.
It's no pro box.
Yeah, it's not
Nothing will ever be pro box.
not that level of matchmaking.
Only pro box, pro box.
There's two ends of the spectrum. It's Pro Box and then Eye of the Tiger.
Eye of the Tiger is anti-pro box.
Absolute
Like-
dog shit fucking matchmaking.
Very carefully, absolutely.
The irony is, my favorite Canadian fighter is the only one matched competitively, but that's because they keep trying to feed him to undefeated guys and he keeps winning.
Who's that?
Logan Cloutier. They tried to feed him like to every Canadian champ, like every guy they like that they were trying to push
Yeah.
in like a 3-weight class radius, and he's beaten them all, which is really funny. That those are the only competitive fights on these cards because they expect him to lose.
They want him to lose.
They want him to lose so bad. They made him move up 2 weight classes to fight Thomas Chabot for like the lightweight title, and just nope, 1-way traffic. So
I don't know. Tasman fighters are, I think, worse.
I think
You can never do worse
pretty
than an Aussie.
comparable. It's
Those
pretty
are
comparable.
I think like on par with.
they're on par. Like
On the bad
if
level
you've ever
of,
been. They're bad.
What does the famous saying go? Never count on an Aussie.
Yeah, but Canadian doesn't even make it to the world title shot. That's the thing. They don't make it.
Hey, no, we got Steve Claggett in this. You talking about?
Didn't Steve Claggett just get knocked out?
That was an
You thought
eliminator too.
Teofimo. Hey, what about hey, Lennox Lewis, guys? Lennox Lewis.
Who claims him?
Everybody,
Canada,
dude.
claim him, claim him.
Detroit,
Everyone,
Canada.
Actually, Detroit, Canada, the UK, Jamaica all claim him.
Okay. He's a real man of the world.
Man of the world. Well, see, born in Jamaica, came to Canada, grew up here.
Won us a gold medal.
Got us the gold medal. Went to the UK to start his professional career, and ended up linking up with Stewart with Manny in Detroit.
He's a crunk
So-
man.
He is a Kronk man. He's probably the very best Kronk man. Very best Kronk
Okay.
heavyweight.
Okay, that's better answer.
I was gonna say no, like I was thinking of Hearns, but I was like, yeah, Hearns is the Kronk man. Yeah.
Glory at Giza on the zone. Holy shit! What a spectacle, and what an interesting run of events they had. To start us off, we had Bastet Mizuki Hiruta, the WBO super flyweight champ, got a UD over Mai Soliman. Soliman was fucking game, a lot better than I was. I thought she was just coming in to get her ass kicked, but Soliman she put up a good fight.
Good fight.
Tough, strong. I'm
We
interested
now-
to see more of her.
Very
We now
fun
say
women's fight.
We now say goodbye to Mizuki Hiruta as she is
Gabby food.
going to fight Gabby.
One
so-
loss isn't going to end her career.
Well, that's more the ground beef that Gabby's going to turn her into, but than the loss. But we salute her. Her outfits were always crazy good.
Will she still be cute after Gabby's finished with her?
Of course. Her cuteness is 90% personality.
That's true. It
That
is
is, yeah,
personality.
you're right. You're absolutely right.
That being said, we still salute her for her service.
We honor your
She ain't dead
sacrifice.
yet.
You know who is
But
dead?
we're not going to salute her after. She's not going to see it.
You fucker.
Well, you know who is dead?
I mean,
Richard
that's cool.
Torres, knocked out into
Oh,
by
I love
Frank
it.
Sanchez. Goodness gracious. I thought it was... I did not expect it to go this way. I really thought Frank Sanchez, being a Cuban 33, I thought that meant he was more like 43. And with his recent knee issues, I didn't think that his older body was going to be able to get over it. But proven wrong.
I'm thinking Torres. I saw the first thing. I hopped on Twitter that morning and I saw someone post Richard Torres fight day, and it was him ducking into a shovel hook and getting laid the fuck out as an amateur. And I laughed at it and I moved on with my day. And then I saw him ducking down into the same air as like zone during the fight. I was like, oh my god, the tweet was prophetic.
Was that
Then-
Jalalov that did the?
Yes,
Oh, of course
both
it was.
times. Both times. And then
Sanchez
I
saw that too. They were definitely training to hit him doing that.
yeah, like then I saw Torres start doing the same thing where every time he just, no matter what, duck into that same zone, and I was like, oh my god, the tweet. Then it happened, and I was like, oh, the hook didn't even hit that hard. If you saw the replay and the close up, like. It was,
It's just
I
that
mean,
he-
it hit hard enough.
He ducked into
no,
it.
obviously, but
Hit right on the button.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Sanchez threw that as a like get off me punch, and more like it evokes that it evokes like, you know, the Tyson Fury White knockout where he threw a very like everyday shot to word it correctly, and it connected cleanly and took him out.
It was a perfect shot. I mean, honestly, I mean, after seeing Torres already started the fight and he was doing that. And once I saw that, I knew it was kind of pretty much over. Because this guy, I mean, as much as we shit on Frank Sanchez for being an old Cuban, he's still an experienced Cuban who knows these things.
Eddie Reynoso
He takes advantage
was
of
saying
openings.
in the corner, like his exact, not exact words, but like to paraphrase, it was like he keeps ducking down this same way. So wait for him to do that dumb fuck move, and then throw a shot right there.
Who trains Richard Torres?
I think
usually
he's
his
with
dad, but then his-
Bomac
Bomac now, yeah.
for this one.
Oh my god. You know what? But we've seen it his whole career. I'm assuming it's just a habit when
Mm-hmm. He's
the
had
lights
assisted
are on him.
amateurs, yeah.
'cause
Erickson
It's only
Lubin had the
happened.
same habit.
Yeah.
it's only happened with Torres in like his big fights. Like the lights, it's definitely something mental that gets him reverting into that. Because like it was whatever youth like world championships in the amateurs that Jalalov iced him the first time. It was the Olympics, and it was here under the lights.
I'm going to be honest, I have never... I can't remember a time where I've wished a fighter to pop dirty for PEDs. And I did for Frank Sanchez. I just hope that...
No,
that
that's
maybe
just
use
old
on
man-
something, dude.
That's old man strength.
No,
You
yeah,
saw-
that's old
you
man
saw how
strength.
far you saw how far back his hairline was. That's old man strength.
Does he have
I just
hair?
wish it wasn't Eddie getting the win.
You know, I'm confused though. Like, do you guys see the picture? He looked like fat LeBron in the.
The one
And
where
that's what
Damel
was the
said,
picture.
"Stop the cap." He's only 33.
Yeah, that one, and I'm just like, what is LeBron doing here and not Cancun, bro? Oh my god.
Took a break from Cancun.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, with the leisure that he took out Richard Torres with, you might as yeah, I believe it. Oh my god.
Well, this fight was the catalyst for one of the 1 hour fucking breaks that we had to deal with. I'm so glad that we got to sit through that. Great show running, guys. Jack
I
Catterall.
love Chris Mannix.
I know. I love hearing him talk about bullshit. Jack Catterall, UD over Shakram Giasov. Jackron he's still there.
You know what?
The Philly Cat's got the moves, dude.
Philly Cat still
if, you
around.
know,
around.
Philly Cat's got the moves. I think he could have stopped this guy if he
He should
if
have.
he just pushed it a little more.
If he
I'm
had
not sure if
Bozy
there was
telling
something-
him, like, get the fuck to work.
Yeah, like if he just push a bit more. I'm not sure if it might have been something with conditioning because he did travel. He went from Philly back to the UK to train for this and then here, so it could have been a conditioning thing where he just couldn't get settled and do as much road work as he might have liked to, because it seemed like he was pacing himself, but also you don't need to pace yourself when you just get him the fuck out of there. The referee was pretty keen on stepping in if he just put a bit more on him.
When did he get the KD? Was it round 1 or 2?
I think it was
Check.
1.
It was one.
It was one.
All
It was
right.
one, but I'm like he had him rocked since round 1, and
Yeah.
Yasov just did not. So it seemed like a pacing thing, where like rather than willingness or being gun shy or just not being able to, like he had a very economical output that.
Imagine being Mando for so long only to lose to Reform Brit.
I mean, it happened to there's a guy that Cody Crowley beat before Cody Crowley retired the duck boots. Who was the IBF mandatory for ages. I can't hear Kudratio Abdukarov.
Kudratillo.
He was the IBF, and he kept taking like step aside money so Spence could go fighting guys. And then Crowley just washed him the same way. So that was Donaire Gaballo that this happened on.
So sad.
But it's like it does happen, and it's not uncommon for an IBF mandatory to sit on that for so long that someone
Well,
pretty good.
This is a WBA. You know, surprised they kind of went through with that, considering how they are.
Well, they recreated the regular title for this.
Thank you, Rolly.
Yeah, it's a bunch of bull.
Thank you,
bunch of
Rolly.
Rolly's a super champ.
Yep.
And he's
Really?
a super champ. He's a super champ, and he's in recess because he's retired at the same time. It's great.
That's funny, guys. It's like making Tio. That's like making Devin Haney the, what do they do? The fucking global champ or something? Or what was between Loma and Teo?
They made Lomachenko
The
the
franchise.
franchise champ.
Oh, the franchise champion bullshit, yeah. We love that,
It's a
guys.
non-transferable title, except for that fight with Teofimo Lopez.
We love this, guys. We love the WBA. We love the WBC. You can never do any wrong.
Hey, that's fair. You know what? I'm on board with some WBC hate. We already defended them enough this pod. At cruiserweight, we already gave them enough grace.
They deserve hate. All the hate in the world.
Do
Fucks
you
you for
hate Hamza Shiraz for getting that KO2 over Alan Begic?
No, I hate the WBO for not finding anyone better.
Nah, fuck you. I still hate Hamza Shiraz. We do not like Hamza Shiraz
Adames is moving up to 168. They could have a rematch for Shiraz's belt.
Shiraz is not fighting any live meat besides Canelo. That's what they're saving him for. They're gonna cash him out like that.
That would make sense for what Turkey
think
wants to do.
Bede, you want Bede?
an Adames rematch at 168 is also a very fun fight. And it's not like Turkey doesn't like Adames as one of his action figures either.
Yeah.
So, all right, on to our main event, the one I was like, oh Lord.
Alexander Usyk stops Rico Verhoeven in 11. At the end of the 11th.
Oh boy.
The dying seconds of round 11.
Let's start this by noting that Usyk is 39. And he won.
The referee
Oh, boy.
claimed that because of the crowd noise, he didn't hear the bell. And he would not have stopped it if he had heard the bell.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Also, did you see how Rico got slumped in that knockdown? Like,
Oh yeah, face down, ass up.
that's what I'm saying. Like honestly, pretty restrained for a British referee to not just step in and wave it off on a knockdown that looked like that. So
And he threw his mouthpiece out, giving
yeah, he got
a bunch of time.
He got like 40 seconds to recover. So
Yeah.
you know, it was a two-way street of
I will
speeding
say
the clock.
that I think if the fight had not been stopped, if Rico had been sent to his corner, and even if he got his full minute, I still think Usyk would have stopped him in the 12th. Just
I think
because
I
Usyk would've
disagree.
Usyk
I-
would've won
I think honestly you wouldn't be able to tell because again, genuinely, I don't know how his recovery is in boxing, but from what I've seen in kickboxing, what I've heard, he has great recovery. He's been knocked down and gone off the canvas and won fights with worse knockdowns.
Yeah, but there's a difference. He's all those worst knockdowns have happened early in a fight and not in the 11th.
I don't know. I mean, again, you're never gonna know. We could
but
go throw back and forth all day, but we're
Yeah,
never
we're
gonna
he
know.
would have won a
pontificating
UD
here.
no matter what. The UD
I'm of
would've
the
been
camp
there.
of just being a hater where I
He
want to
would've-
see the world
Usyk was
burn.
winning a UD no matter what. 2 of the scorecards were tied going into the 11th. With the knockdown, there's no way.
Yeah, no, it was
That's
always
it.
going to be a kangaroo court of a fight.
The knockdown, that's it. That was the fight, whether you stop it or not.
Before that knockdown, though, I mean, come on, we gotta talk about the elephant in the room, though. We gotta address this.
I had
Were you
said
scoring the
before
fight? Were you scoring the fight round by round, or as Leo said it, vibes?
I was vibe
Because-
scoring.
Yeah, vibe scoring. It's more competitive than if you went round by round.
Well, my thing, even though if you score round by round, no matter what, this guy should not have been
Oh, Usyk
even
looked fat
remotely
and
close.
bad. Usyk looked
Yeah.
fat and bad. Yeah.
He was overweight. He didn't train for the fight. How can you train for a guy that has no tape in boxing? You know, I'm gonna give him, you know,
Wasn't
some
that a
amount of
Discord
excuses, but
person
come on.
talking about tape or whatever?
tape. Well, me.
No, not you. I'm
tape.
not saying it was you, but
No, someone on the Discord was. I just honestly, I don't even think Usyk underperformed that bad. We put
Oh,
him
come on,
such-
dude! Don't give me that
we-
bullshit.
We put him on this ridiculous pedestal when like every other like remotely like good or great historically or even in this era, they'll fight an inferior opponent and they actually lose and they look way worse.
I don't know,
here-
dude. It was a pretty bad performance, no matter what.
Yeah,
What way
Usyk
you look
showed
at
up
it.
fat as shit and looked terrible, and he still, it wasn't as bad as other historical bad performances.
I mean, compared to the Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou fight,
Yeah, that's.
I mean,
this
at least
era's
Usyk wasn't
performance.
knocked down, but that's such a low bar.
I mean, the bar I'm also setting is Dubois getting knocked down and having his ACL torn by Kevin Lorena, who had no credentials before that fight at all in any
Yeah.
sport.
You're not wrong, yeah.
So, like if we're
This
looking, and
this is
most guys
boxing's
at
darling.
39, most guys historically at heavyweight at 39 are out. Like they are not. They're not even losing to like people who are good at like they're losing to scrubs that they're supposed to beat.
At least for me, the way I see it, I don't think the age is necessary to the not necessarily relevant. It's not relevant to the point where Usyk was fat.
Yeah, he's fat.
He was
and
out of
looked
shape. He just wasn't prepared for what he was gonna face.
bad, but
He
a
thought
lot
he was
of
gonna
the-
get in there and knock him out.
A lot of the discussion I see online though is about like where he sits historically, and it's like guys usually aren't holding on to world titles at 39.
Yeah, it's a new thing.
It's a pretty new thing, and guys aren't confidently holding on to world titles at 39. And
Yeah,
it's
I still got Usyk against majority of the people.
Yeah.
The majority of the guys at
top 5 all
heavyweight.
time still to me.
It's still very
Yeah.
like the way I saw it was a thought. I shared this with Leo beforehand, but there's a thought experiment I saw on NBA Twitter recently where you with every all-time great you cut their worst playoff series because it's not representative of what their body of work actually entails.
Yeah, it just sucks that this is always going to be an asterisk on his resume.
Well, I don't know. Like, do you consider like if you look at Ali's body of work, do you consider Trevor Berbick and Chuck Wepner and Leon Spinks as like this is going to affect his legacy things, or
Yeah,
do you
but-
go like that was a bad performance that he lost?
There's a
two
big
of?
difference. There's a big difference, though.
Yeah, he lost
between-
two of them.
No, but the big difference is that, I mean, obviously his health was a lot more deteriorated than how Usyk is right now. Muhammad Ali at the end of his career was he Muhammad Ali?
No, but okay. So Berbick is the one we scratched. Then Berbick and Holmes we scratched, but Leon Spinks was still.
Yeah, that's the last one. 7-0.
Was younger than Usyk is right now, losing against a similar opponent with like. Because everyone points at the Olympic gold medal, but it was a very weak Olympic class that Spinks won from. He had 7 fights against bums. And then
I don't even know how he got that damn fight.
That's what he dominated Ali.
I genuinely wonder what the discourse was back then regarding that fight. Like, what the fuck, 7-0? You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Especially
we love Leon Spinks.
He's the worst brother. Leon was the worst brother.
Yeah.
Michael Spinks was the better brother the whole time. So you're just
worst relative.
You have this.
Corey Spinks too.
What's worse, like Rico, whatever, all-time great in a combat sport, who comes in and still gets stopped, but has like a competitive performance, or this 23-year-old who has fought nobody and has like a gold medal during the apex of Olympic corruption and like tomfoolery, shows up and dominates your guy for 15 rounds, claims that belt. Because that was the WBC being like, yeah, we'll rank him. Why not? So, or I mean, Mike Tyson was out of the sport at this age. If you're gonna go for popular examples, Riddick Bowe was out of the sport.
Vladimir
even Klitschko even using
was dominating nobodies at this point.
Yeah. Like Holmes was also dropping belts at this point. Like I think the discourse is very disingenuous with Usyk, because Leo made a good point pre-pod about how nostalgia affects how people view heavyweights and heavyweight historical discussion more than like the
actual
reality.
In-ring performances.
Yeah, because the reality of heavyweight is that it is the pinnacle of our sport, spectacle and entertainment-wise, because they are giants among men. But they are not the most skilled fighters and haven't been for a very long time in the sport.
Y'all talk about Joe Frazier, huh?
No, I'm talking about how the second talented lower weight fighters appeared, the term pound for pound was coined. It's the very second we got talented lower weight fighters. Like that's the discourse, because yes, size will always dominate, but these guys are clearly better.
The second Sugar Ray Leonard popped up on the scene, but Sugar Ray Leonard brought it back though, because after Sugar Robinson, then you had the heavyweights take over, and for 20 years, I mean, you can't really name a good.
But even then, you still look at old
welterweight
pound per pound lists, and it's like they're there. The heavyweights are there for strength of resume, and then you have the lower weight guys who are eye test. And it's something that like it speaks to how good Usyk is, that these discussions are had over him in ring with his skill, rather than old heavyweight discussions. But since he's a heavyweight, he is going to be burdened by nostalgia rather than the reality of him being an actual pound for pound guy at heavyweight.
That's facts.
So, yes, he was fat as shit, and it was a bad performance, and he should feel bad about it. Will Caballel wash him in 3 rounds? Absolutely not.
You got people definitely thinking that, though.
Oh, people are going to think that, and I think this is Caballel, again, I'll go on the Caballel rant one more time about how this is a very Dillian White 2018 run. Because he beat up a bunch of guys who were like on the fringe of getting a shot, but were never really going to get one.
I mean, he beat Makhmudov. He beat Frank Sanchez.
Yeah,
I mean, he did beat decent guys.
Yeah, but so did White. White beat Joseph Parker and Oscar Rivas.
I'm not trying to knock down Dillian White.
No, but I'm saying this is a very similar type of run where he beat names that look good but aren't like exceptional in ways that weren't particularly out of this world, that were more the flaws of the guys he was fighting.
I mean, he was thrown.
And-
I mean, we got to be honest too. Caballero was originally thrown in as, food for Makhmudov.
Well, yeah,
I mean,
White was the rebound for Joseph Parker after losing to AJ, and Rivas was an exciting Colombian prospect that Eddie Hearn just signed.
Yeah.
So it's.
I mean, yeah,
again,
I see a comparison. Yeah, it's very
it's a
valid.
very
Yeah.
similar run.
Similar.
Caballero is a lot smarter than White is, and will not throw it away against Povetkin, the Povetkin type. He's going to sit on his title shot until he gets it, but it's still going to be about as embarrassing.
I mean, do we really think that Caball's gonna get that shot though? Because I don't.
Honest. Well,
It's never
the
happening.
options are kind of limited for Usyk.
Well, Usyk could just go
Um,
fight whoever he wants. He could go like remember what we said. He could fight easy fights at this point. He doesn't have to take
I
hard
mean,
fights.
he doesn't have to.
He
but
will
I
make the
just-
same amount of money.
See, the thing is, it's gonna be real funny when, like, see, I prefer the path of Usyk embarrasses him and retires, right? But
See.
if we're being real, he's gonna get that vacant title shot, or he's just gonna get it, and then he's gonna have to fight someone who is actually belonging in that space instead of a fringe contender. And it's not going to look competitive because, yes, the stoppages look impressive, but you have to remember that the boxing acumen, this is still the same guy who had to ban Chisora's team from entering the country to get a leg up on him. This is still
Usyk
the
could go
same
fight
guy.
Andy Ruiz and people are still gonna clap.
Yeah, like he could.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is that I feel like Andy Ruiz is a very like Povetkin at that moment type opponent, where okay, he's on the wrong end of 30. He's washed up. He hasn't had like a meaningful fight in a bit. Like Povetkin K was coming off, had like a 2-year layoff after getting sparked out by AJ. Or no, he beat Huey Fury with a very laborious decision.
I'm
yeah,
not taking that Andy Ruiz slander, dude. Was Alexander Povetkin on Jimmy Fallon tonight? Come on, go. Come on.
Alexander Povetkin would have knocked out Jarrell Miller.
Hey, he didn't have a pizza joint.
Alexander Povetkin never got caught on a YouTube channel like scarfing down XL pizzas while in training camp. So I'm saying
Yeah,
like they're
sure.
a very similar type of like. I'm not saying they're bad, but I'm saying they're not well regarded at this point in time contenders.
No, yeah,
Down
no,
on
I
their
100%
left
agree with
contender
you.
who needs it.
100% agree.
Like, there's a non-zero chance, especially because, like, let's be real, Caballero's chin is not, like, it's not what everyone perceives it to be. It's not indomitable. Like, the shot that Zhang caught him was not, like, a typical, like, Zhang catches you clean shot. It was a very, like, lancing.
Like just grazing type of shot, huh?
Flipped him, he went down. You saw the rounds that Chisora won when he fought him, were Chisora hurting him with the same old sloppy stuff. So, you know, I
Is a
think
lot of what Caballero, what people rate Caballero to be a tough challenge for Usyk, is it all age related? Because that's what it seems like to me.
age and the made up like Usyk is weak to body shots thing. When I'm like, we already watched this meme happen at cruiserweight, right? Like it's been a meme for years that like, oh, Usyk's weak to body shots because like Bradis gave him trouble, but Bradis gave him trouble everywhere.
Usyk's just weak to.
Too.
Usyk's
Yeah, like
just weak to the
everyone is-
kickboxers.
Everyone's weak to getting punched. I guess, right? Like, I don't know. Like, I watched Usyk, like, Gassiev's best work, aside from, like, the right hand that everyone remembers from that fight, were body shots to try and slow Usyk down. Did not work. Bellew, same thing, and Bellew ended up gassing himself out, focusing on body shots. And you know, the meme kind of died down because AJ just could not crack him, and then we had the Dubois low blow thing where I'm like, hey, like, I don't care if it grazes your dick. If a guy that big who hits that hard grazes your dick with a punch, you're gonna
gonna
have
hurt.
that reaction.
Have y'all ever
like,
been flicked in the balls? That shit fucking hurts you, dude.
yeah, like, because it's like, oh, it like flicked him and then landed a bit higher, and I'm like, dude, that's Daniel Dubois
Yeah.
flicking a dude in the nuts. Like,
Yeah, it's gonna hurt no matter what.
so the meme is that he's weak to body shots, but also like Frank Sanchez's knee was falling off the joint, and Makhmudov is Makhmudov. And I think I had this argument already with people online with Zhang, because oh look, Zhang was taken out with body shots too, and I'm like, this guy's kidney failure because he doesn't drink water.
What's
Yeah.
this box? Well, this is also another angle that, I mean, people see Cabello as the boogeyman of heavyweight. Yeah, everybody's avoiding him, but like what you described, I mean, he just beat average contenders
Yeah.
that
Like,
were
he
also
beat
seen
him.
as, you know, cool. Like
beat
Makhmudov, he was seen as a boogeyman too. He's not.
Beat solid contenders who could not cut it with that last step to getting a title shot.
Like solid B-level guys.
B-level contenders, exactly what
Yeah,
I was
Little
gonna say.
contenders,
yeah.
'cause- And White did the same thing. Like, again, it's the same type of run. It's just that, like, Cabello's less obnoxious about it. There's no, like, 300 days, Wilder's ducking me. Like, there's no... It's basically all Usyk hate, because with White, it was British fight fans. It was how in your face him being the mandatory was. It was Wilder hate. Like, there are many factors that led to that situation being what it was, but this is just a little low key. Like, it's less in your face, but it's the same, like, it's a very paper contender who, you know what, Cabell might actually pick up the belt once Usyk lets him go. Because that's the difference between being in a transitionary period instead of right in the middle of an era. But do we sincerely believe he beats Usyk or Dubois or Atama? No. No.
All right, we got to keep rolling.
Oh, yeah.
Last words for Gloria Giza.
I gotta say, it was a beautiful event. I hate Riyadh season shit. I hate it with passion, but man, that was legendary to see fighters fight in front of the pyramids. That was pretty damn cool.
What do I gotta say? I need this commentary crew to stop it. I'm done. Apparently Top Rank picked up Corey Erdman for their stuff.
Good.
Put the Top Rank broadcasting crew on the zone. I'm sick of this. If I gotta listen to
We love Corey
Sergio
Erdman
Mora
here.
for an hour straight with no fights in sight, I'm done.
Sergio Mora is not even that bad compared to fucking Todd Grisham, dude. I can handle Sergio Mora. I
Yeah, but
can't.
there's all three of them. You put Grisham,
Grisham,
Mannix,
Mannix,
and
Mora,
Mora
Mannix,
in
yeah.
the same table, and then you go like, okay, so Mizuki Haruta just fought, but the full decision, full 10 rounds. Get ready to wait an hour and 20 minutes.
The male praying mantis. That's boxing. That's
Listen
boxing
to
commentary.
Mora
number
and
11.
Mannix just snip at each other the whole fucking time. Oh my god.
We love the writer and the fighter though, right?
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Listen to it every
No,
week.
I was on Twitter today, and I saw Tony Harrison be like, they need to give us an option to mute commentators. Sergio Mora is
that's-
too
I
much
have
for Sergio Mora is too much for me. That's what he said. And Mora responds with like, yeah, you wish you had the professional career I did. Your greatest achievement was training Alicia Baumgartner. And I'm like, do you know what your own boxing career was?
I would take Tony Harrison's career.
The
Yeah,
contender.
I'd rather. Wow, he won the contender, and then, like, Tony Harrison has a win over Jermel, and
Made
actually
money.
won like world titles.
I mean, I gotta say, he's a Latin snake. Come on, guys, come on. It's the Latin snake we're talking about here. The legendary Sergio Mora.
The Latin snake who was losing to Vernon Forrest in 2008.
Okay, well,
Let's
Yeah.
we're in
go.
first.
Let me put in some more notes here. The social media handle is LVX Media Net, all one word. You can find us on fucking everything. Wherever you are listening, if you could hit us with a rating, it really helps. And if you're feeling a little extra, why not hit the share button, drop the shit into your group chat. Link us wherever it is you talk boxing. If you want what I would consider a really solid, well built out calendar, lvxmedia.net/boxing. And while you're there, check out the written content where you can see Josh talk about the zone and why it sucks. Let's be real. Building or rebuilding credit can feel like trying to open a door that's already locked. You need credit to get credit, right? It's a loop that doesn't make much sense. So, meet Current. It's the key that actually fits into that lock. Current doesn't just help you build your future, it helps you handle your right here and now. Unlike most secured cards that lock your cash away, Current offers a cash advance feature that's available on qualified direct deposits. Because life doesn't wait for your credit score to go up before the card needs a repair or the electric bill needs to be paid, Current loves to give a good head start by putting money back in your pocket. Set up a qualified direct deposit of $200 or more with Current, and you'll get a $100 bonus right to your account. It's $100 just for signing up. No jumping through hoops, no hidden traps, just a path to better credit, cash when you need it, and $100 to kick things off. Go to lvx.be/current and get signed up today, or use referral code LEONARDA798. Is there anything worse than that nagging suspicion that you clicked on the wrong thing? We use our devices for everything now, for banking, shopping, connecting with friends and family, and it's stressful to have to constantly worry if your data is safe while you're just trying to live your life. Good security shouldn't be complicated, and it definitely shouldn't slow you down. That's why I'm excited to tell you about Malwarebytes. It's the next generation of security designed to give you complete peace of mind without requiring a degree in computer science to use it. You just set and forget. With Malwarebytes, you install it once and it just works. It provides top-tier protection against malware, spyware, ransomware, all the hits, all the big ones, all the nasty stuff. And it even cleans up existing infections and optimizes your device. It's like having a security expert monitoring your devices 24/7. I spent nearly 20 years in the IT industry, and I trust Malwarebytes for all my security needs. Go to lvx.be/mwb, shop the different subscription tiers. You got single devices or family plans. You can look at their VPN option and ad blocking. Try it risk-free today. lvx.be/mwb. Get yourself a nice discount and help us out in the process. All right, previews. It is kind of light. It's all right. It's not a bad weekend.
Hey, there's Pro Box in here.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So
It's never a
starting
bad weekend in Pro Box.
starting on Thursday, June 4th, Eye of the Tiger at the Montreal Casino. The headline is Albert Ramirez versus Lerone Richards. The super soldier Imam Katsayev is back.
Oh, we had that mind-to-mind connection because I was like, Captain America's right here.
Yeah. That's about all I got on this one. What do you got?
I have a highlight here. Wyatt Sanford is fighting on this card. He is Canada's first Olympic medalist. So it's basically Lennox Lewis.
Woof.
It was a
Definitely
bronze
worth keeping
medal.
an eye on. Doesn't
So
matter.
he's worth keeping an eye on. He's fighting Juan Pablo Uruguay from Uruguay, who is not great, but he's definitely a guy you are going to see in the IBF rankings eventually, especially at lightweights. Especially as lightweight empties out, you're going to see it sooner than later because he's also 27.
You'll see him fight. You can even see him fight for the mandatory spot.
Sam Noakes,
in the limited.
probably.
Yeah.
He's
Never
probably
know.
going to have to go through Sam Noakes for that. So
Oh, I mean, it's Sam Noakes.
it's a name to recognize rather than a name to follow.
Keep an eye on it. We keep track of a lot of fighters on here.
That's your new job, Josh. You gotta keep letting us know about updates on that guy.
On
You're gonna
Sanford?
see him on every Eye of the Tiger card until he either loses or gets a title shot. That's usually how they build their guys. Bazran was basically headlining these things until he got smoked in that WBC Grand Prix tournament.
And now he's on a no-name promotion, unfortunately.
Yeah. So that's just how it goes for these Canadian prospects.
Friday, June 5th, ProBox TV at the College Park Center in Arlington, Texas. I don't really recognize any of these people, but it doesn't really matter because with ProBox you get competitive fights. And that's all that matters. Saturday, June 6th, starting with she's not here anymore, Shinada card, Kameda Promotions on Abema at the Aichi Arena in Aichi, Nagoya, Japan.
We don't need Shinada for this one. This one's pretty fun.
It's a pretty damn good card. I'm just going to list them all from the bottom up. Shurioka versus Adilet Kachkinbekov. I think I got that right. Seiya Meguro versus Nurzigit Duyashebev. Fuck. I'm not nailing it. Aoya Yokoyama. This is a good prospect here. Older prospect. Versus Vince Paras. Masamichi Yabuki. We talked about him earlier. Versus Rene Calixto. Willie Baldo Garcia. Talked about him too. Versus Andrew Maloney. Those are two IBF title fights. Kenneth Lover versus Michael Angeletti. This is an IBF final eliminator at 118. And headlining Luis Neri versus John Riel Casimiro.
Neri Casimiro is going to be a good fight. That's going to be a shootout.
I don't have a lot of faith in Casimiro at this point.
Oh, I don't either. But it'll be a fun, for as long as he's around.
Yeah,
I think it'll
I
be pretty
suppose.
interesting. Like, you gotta think of fun value for this because realistically, both guys are not going to do much else.
No.
You never know.
Casimiro-
Hey, he might just take it.
Casimiro's pushing
You never
40,
really know.
and Neri is wrong end of 30.
I've seen Casimiro have spurts of success in his recent fights. I mean, you never know.
We also saw him get washed by Kameda.
Flashes
Yeah,
of
but-
success.
Yeah, flash
as
of
well.
success.
I think it'll be fun. I just don't think both guys are gonna amount. Like this is a fight that would have been great like 5 years ago.
Don't expect skill.
No.
Just bombs. I'm thinking Neri bombs him out.
Who was the one? I forget which one was. Who was the one who was banned from Japan until Inoue fought him? Neri, right?
Yeah.
Area.
Yeah, I was shocked they have Neri headlining a Japanese card.
It's the Kamedas.
Hey, they love him now.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
they
pretty
don't
shocked
love
at
him.
that.
It's the
No one
Kamedas
loves
picked
him.
them
Oh, they
up.
don't like him anymore? Who's the one that fought anyway and they love now?
Fulton.
Oh, it's one?
Never forget Fulton when he was fighting Foster. Japanese boxing user KKK Boxing cheering on Fulton. My
Classic.
funniest
Makes Inoue
tweet.
look better.
One of my all-time great tweet.
Moving to Matchroom on DAZN at the Sheffield Arena in the UK. Who do we got on here? Leo Atang versus Fuad Shaili. Should be a good time while it lasts. Atang is a bit of a bomber. Other than that, we've got the People's Electrician Joshua Padley versus Akib Fiaz.
Oh, I can't even like jokingly like gas up Padley anymore. Now that we watched Zach Chelly take his spot as the real working class man in the UK.
The chairman of the proletariat, Zach Chelly.
Yeah, it's got to be. Zach Chelly has usurped Josh Padley.
This whole card is cursed, dude.
Yeah,
This is a tough
Two
card to
headliners
watch.
gone.
It's a hard one, yeah.
It's a tough one to get through. I think that's what I have to say. I thought I'd have more to say.
I don't got much more for that one either. I don't have a lot for Zuffa Boxing 7 at the Bournemouth Center in Bournemouth. The main portion of the card will be Steve McKenna versus Casey Streeter, Jack Massey versus Shavon Clark, McKenna, Streeter's middleweight, Massey, Clark, cruiserweight, and Chris Billum Smith versus Ryan Rozicki, also at cruiserweight.
Just trying to get a fight for Opataya.
Yeah, just he needs opponents.
Yeah.
And
We about to go over that.
I kind of want Rozicki to win, not because I'm patriotic. No, never get that. Never to get the impression that I'm being patriotic here. I want him to win because he's such a lame opponent for Opataya. He's a very lame. At least with Billum Smith, you can pull the he beat a Coley, like he beat Glanton, he beat a Coley, he only lost to Zerto, like he's a worthy cruiserweight. Rozicki, there's no such thing. This is a lame duck who competes in a very solid division.
I respect the hate.
So I need another, like, I just need a lame duck opponent for Opataya. Because
Rozicki's a good one.
Rozicki's a really good one because he will not push the pace. He just does not have it in him to push the pace against the better opponent. And these cards are already lame as hell, so having to watch the commentary debase themselves further at a lame fight it's the entertainment you get out of it.
I don't have much to say on this card. All of us, we have like a semi-professional obligation to sort of pay attention to it, but like I know that while I will be watching, like I'm just here taking notes. Like I don't.
It's in protest. I'm entirely against Zuffa and everything they stand for, and also their cards suck, but it's boxing. Boxing, we do boxing. That's our thing.
Right.
We're like crack addicts. We'll do good
Leo
crack and we'll do bad crack.
Until Leo lets us do basketball and lacrosse coverage.
Yeah, if you can find basketball people to talk about it with you, I'm here for it.
We're doing the boxing.
I actually have something that I need to pose to you guys. Notifications. Okay. This was something that got asked on Mastodon. No kidding. When I posted a little clip of our podcast about Benavidez fighting Canelo, and how I had said, or we're talking about how there being like a really, the fans clearly demanded it because like the fans in the arena, we were talking about paying customers. Canelo fans are gonna come to watch any fight he's in, and Benavidez fans are clearly in demand for a Canelo fight. And so here's this post from @FightScore. Is there really a demand for Benavidez to fight a smaller Canelo? Shouldn't he fight top contenders his size, Jai Opataya or Noah Mikhailian, perhaps?
You're really gonna tell me that Mikhailian is more interesting than Canelo?
Well, I mean,
the outcome's the same.
it's not an interesting fight, but I mean, come on. It's in his weight class. You want to see a domination, that's going to be a domination.
Okay, but Canelo has won belts and challenged for belts at 175. This is not new. Kovalev was big at 175. Like, Callum Smith is an active contender at 75. I genuinely, like, yes, the fight is largely an exercise in just watching Canelo get the pace beaten out of him. But, you know, sometimes those fights just kind of have to happen. We saw it with Roy Jones's later career that he chose to have, but I think the more sticking one is how Bernard Hopkins' last two fights went, where he fought Kovalev and Joe Smith Jr.
I thought his Beirut Shumanov performance was fucking good.
And
I
like,
couldn't finish that one.
no, you like, I don't know. I think Canelo, like, it's something that like, it's ugly and you don't want to admit it, but the like ugly passing of the torch is a tradition. And honestly, Canelo has avoided that moment to a point where it is no longer viable in his favor, and that's his fault.
Canelo did say in a recent interview that he wants to pass the torch to Munguia.
He just wants Munguia to go die to Benavidez instead of him. That's like
He just doesn't
passing
want
the
to
puck.
give it to a good Mexican fighter. That's why.
No, like he's gonna give it to
One
Munguia.
that's not gonna
Munguia's
trump him.
gonna move up to 75 because he's a fat fuck, and Benavidez is gonna turn him in the mulch. Like they don't like each other. It's a very good rivalry that, if again, partial blame on Benavidez. Why the hell? How did you lose a WBC title twice? But there were better contenders than John Ryder.
And Rocky Fielding.
Like, and Rocky Fielding was technically for the WBA regular, so he could challenge Smith. There was a purpose there, but I'm saying, like, in that post-Plant era, like, Golovkin 3, not needed. Berlanga, Munguia, Ryder, like, there's all these names that, like, it easily could have been Benavidez, and it still would have been not an exercise in futility, you know? Now it's more of a respect to the fans and respect to the actual next guy up.
I will be
Especially-
clipping this and sending it to Fight Score.
Especially because this guy is still competing for belts at 168. He is still relevant. Let's be real. He'd be at 175 full time if he beat Bivol. He
Might even be higher because, like,
he was
going to
flirting at
fight
fighting
Makabu.
Makabu at cruiserweight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he probably could have beaten Mikhailian, who's the guy who knocked Makabu off. Or no, it was Mikhailian beat Badu Jack and Makabu, but the point is, it would have been. This discussion is entirely like a choice from Canelo past the Caleb Plant fight. It's been a choice. And now that it's kind of the last, like, for Benavidez, it's that last step to being that transcendent guy, and for Canelo, it's pretty much the last viable opponent that will make the money he kind of commands in this twilight. He kind of has to. He no longer has the choice to prolong it without it being more of a discourse. Because now we've reached a point where 7 years of his career have been dominated by Benavidez discussions.
Is this his Pacquiao?
No, this is his. I'm trying to think of an example. This is like if Holmes just never fought Michael Spinks. Or if but Hopkins never fought Tito Trinidad. This is his guy that he just showed up all wrong for you when you were, like, age-wise, timeline-wise, all wrong for him. And not everyone can be Bernard Hopkins, who stops the guy 2 weeks after 9/11. Like, it's not, again, I'm never going to say it's a fight that will be competitive or makes competitive sense, but it's just the way Canelo has prolonged it that you've made your bed. You've stalled as much as you can. Here it is. This is your last viable opponent before you retire. pretty much.
As Paulie put it, before people stopped giving a shit.
Yeah, because, listen, the public put up with Berlanga and Munguia and Ryder. And at this point, they're not only are they fed up, Benavidez is that viable opponent.
They didn't even put up with Skull. That's when people really started leaving.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And Golovkin 3.
Not even
So
Golovkin 3, mainly Skull.
We've named like 5 or 6 guys that are like all like these are not acceptable opponents.
Golovkin 3 was somewhat passable though, because it was immediately after the Dmitry Bivol fight.
Yeah, but now Canelo is the Golovkin.
Yeah.
And that now he's on the other side of that fence. And it's not something that he wants, and I don't think he ever wanted to have this be the kind of crossroads he's at, where it's basically retire or fight Benavidez, because you're still relevant, but you're still like, if he was on that retirement tour where he just took like celebrity fights, like if he fought a guy from the UFC and Jake Paul and maybe like a popular
kickboxer,
fringe. That's what I mean. If you're on the retirement tour, you're on the retirement tour. But he's fighting for the WBC belt against Zimbili.
He clearly wants to have another go at it.
Yeah. So, and the thing is that if he beat Bivol, he'd be at cruiserweight. There were Usyk talks in that era before Bivol put a halt to it. So it's something that if Turkey puts the money up, it'll happen. And, looking back at Canelo's career, you'll question why it didn't happen when he was actually capable of pulling out a win.
I don't think that fight's ever happening, dude. I'm sorry.
I don't think so either.
That's a fight that's even if they put him somewhere like $400 million on the table, dude. Canelo really does not want to do that. It's
he
his
doesn't
pride.
need the money at this point.
No.
Yeah.
It's
His pride trumps over it.
I don't think it'll happen either, but I think it'll be like a major, like, you're going to look back at Canelo and a third of his career will have been Benavidez as someone he just never faced. Like,
I feel like, no, I disagree on that.
it's been 7 years. That is a third of his career that has been spent avoiding Benavidez.
I understand, yeah, that's what it seems like now, but I mean, in the future, it's going to get brought up 100%, but I don't think that's going to be the main focus that people are going to really get him on.
Because his career has
people
3
with
phases.
rose-tinted glasses.
His career has 3 phases, but the 3 phases...
Mayweather, Bivol, and Crawford.
The 3 phases each have their own conversations. Like, getting fried by Mayweather, whatever, right? But it's mainly the next 2, where you have the controversy with Golovkin and you never get a decisive win at this point in time. And then you transition into that phase that is now, like, after beating Plant, it's a third of his career, and it's the most visible third of his career because that's when he ran boxing as the face of it. So I don't think, like, it's like, yeah, I will say it's like at Leo, like, he never fought Pacquiao, Mayweather never fought Pacquiao. In terms of, like, what you think of when you think of that phase of his career where he runs the show.
Well, Mayweather never fought Winky Wright. People sometimes bring it up.
Yeah, but he didn't run boxing at that point.
It was
At
when
around
Mayweather
2009?
was the face of the sport.
Like, every guy has an opponent when they're the face of everything that they usually end up fighting.
Late 2000s was Mayweather ran the sport, though.
But there was still, like, it was once you hit that Showtime era when, like, his pay-per-views were sell. Yeah. Like,
Yeah, I got you.
when he didn't actually need to care about who he fought, basically. And the thing is that he fought enough guys in that era. Like, he fought Cotto, Mosley, to, Winky Wright, whatever. It's the one that got away. It's not at the very peak of your powers, where you run the entire sport, you don't fight this guy.
I mean, people don't bring up the Riddick bow.
What do you mean?
Throwing-
It's still Riddick Bowe throwing that belt in the trash can is
Oh,
like,
no, sorry, not Riddick bow. What's it called? Not Razor Ruddock. What's his name? It came up blank on me. Not Riddick Bowe. Got that thing or someone else.
I'm trying to think because I agree, but the thing is that all these guys fought each other way too late. Like if you think of Tyson Lewis, it happened way too late, but it happened ever. And it happened at a time when Tyson was no longer competitive, which is, I think, a good analog to what's happening here. It's just like it's something that will dominate the discussion about the stretch of his career because it's the most visible. And unfortunately, yeah, people have nostalgia, but that nostalgia is a problem when you're an outlier, historical outlier for the negative. Like if you're the one guy who, even at the end of your career, never fought the guy everyone wanted you to fight, then that's going to be your career.
Well, with that listener comment, we are gonna head out. We're heading into Kameda weekend. Ooh, I think that might be the best
Pro
card we
Box
got.
weekend.
Pro Box on Friday. Kameda's on Saturday. Parting words.
You stay at, watch Pro Box, stay up for Kameda, sleep in, and then go for a walk.
Don't watch the rest of it.
Nope. Do not pay for the rest of it either. If you are,
I think my parting words are just, fuck Zuffa. I'm so sorry, Richard Torres. Rest in peace. That shit got me sad.
Richard Torres rudely obliterated before the Virgil World Title shot.
Nah,
What a world
dude.
we live in.
That's bait. I'm not gonna fall for that rage bait, dude.
You sent
That's
me a
rage
Discord message being like, "You're so lucky I can't respond right now." When I made the joke earlier.
Oh, I got mad over that one. I was like, motherfuckers, dude. They know I can't fucking respond to this shit. I was like, fuck. I was like seething behind my fucking mic.
Just with the news we got, the IBF convention, their rulings on mandatories and shit, there's actually some decent fights coming up for IBF. They're not all terrible, as IBF tends to do. So, and the Matchroom 5x5, the Matchroom Queensberry 5 vs 5 rematch, that's pretty cool. That's gonna do it for this edition of the Boxing B-Sides. Man, we had a little bit of a panel shuffle there, but we will be back on the other side of Pro Box and Kameda. How do you want to convince them to watch MMA instead? Or not instead, but just to start watching MMA?
I'm going to go like a different route than Nathan went. I'm going to go with, first of all, I think MMA has more frequent watchable events. You know, there's some weeks in boxing where it's like, it's either super degenerate or like no names, whatever. I think in UFC, there's like, it's slightly better at times. And then the big point, it's just more hectic. I think MMA at times is just more hectic. You're seeing stuff from street fights all the way to like movie type fights. You know, you got roundhouse kicks, straight up like bar fights at times. You get a wider range of enjoyable fights, I would say. And then just like, I don't know, it's more enjoyable. The fact that at times you get to see just guys like standing and banging, it's just more primal in a way, is what I'd say. That's how I would try to convince like boxing only fans that it's just more. If you enjoy chaos, we saw it in the Wilder Chisora fight. If you enjoy that type chaos, because that wasn't exactly like a bunch of technique in that fight. But if you enjoyed something like that, I would definitely try out MMA. Just because at times there is high level things, and that is incredible to watch. People like Mauricio Hufi. You're seeing like incredible knockouts with kicks. But even like the lower level stuff can be enjoyable with people just going to town on each other. Standing and banging. That'd probably be the driving point that I would say to boxing only fans, is that if you enjoy that chaos, I would say definitely give MMA a try.
If you like chaos, I like that. If you do decide to give MMA a shot, well, you can check out Ultimate FN Casuals. You can hear us chat about all the fights that happen every weekend, just like on the boxing side.